Vertice Services presents What does it mean to be self-employed? Self-employment is the simplest way to run a business. This status allows you to keep all the profits that your business incurs. However, should it incur any debts, you will also be responsible for clearing them. That means your personal assets might be at risk, such as your house, your car, or your savings. As a self-employed person, you issue invoices and receipts to your clients, work in your own schedule and hours, are responsible for the business's profits and losses, are able to employ other people using your own resources in order to assist in the provision of a service, have control over what type of services to provide, how to provide it, as well as when and where it is provided, invest your own money in the business, are responsible for the purchase of any necessary equipment or materials for carrying out the job, have to give up your own time and money if any unsatisfactory service needs to be corrected. After you have been registered as self-employed, you are liable to pay one type of tax and two types of contribution: National Insurance Contribution Class 2, Income Tax, and National Insurance Contribution Class 4. Don't worry, we'll explain them one by one. First, your National Insurance Contribution Class 2, which is charged at a fixed rate of £2.95 per week. This contribution goes towards your state pension and eventual benefits. Next, how do you calculate your own taxes being self-employed? As a self-employed person, you must prepare a self-assessment tax return. The Self-Assessment Tax Return 1819 runs from the 6th of April 2018 up to the 5th of April 2019. As a self-employed person, you must always record your total sales and your business expenses. Total sales minus total business expenses equals the total profit, which is the base to calculate your income tax and National Insurance Contribution Class 4. To calculate the income tax, you must start with the total profit minus your personal allowance. Personal allowance is a certain amount of income which taxpayers do not need to pay income tax on. In this financial year 1819, the personal allowance is £11,850. The total profit minus the personal allowance equals what we call the taxable profit. Then we need to apply the following income tax table. From £0 to £34,500, you pay 20%. From £34,500 to £150,000, you pay 40%. And more than £150,000, you pay 45%. Before we go ahead, we'll also calculate the National Insurance Contribution Class 4. So we take the total profits and deduct the National Insurance Contribution Class 4 lower limit, which in this financial year is £8,424. The total profits minus the National Insurance Class 4 lower limit equals the taxable profit. After getting the taxable profit, we need to apply the following table. From £0 to £37,926, you pay 9%, and from £37,926 and above, you pay 2%. This is the basic information about taxes for self-employed people. Now let me show you a tax calculation example. You can do the same with your own numbers too. Let's assume you're a plumber and your total sales for the financial year were £14,500. Your total business expenses were £2,000. This would equal a total profit of £12,500. Let's start with your income tax. So we need to subtract the personal allowance of £11,850 from your total profit of £12,500, which equals a taxable profit of £650. Applying the income tax table, you would have to pay 20% of income tax from the £650, which equals £130. So what's next? To calculate your National Insurance Contribution Class 4, you need to subtract the National Insurance Contribution Class 4 lower limit of £8,424 from the profit of £12,500, which equals £4,076. Applying the National Insurance Contribution Class 4 table, you would have to pay 9% of National Insurance Contribution Class 4 from £4,076, which equals £366.84. So now we have all the figures we need. In the example of £14,500 total income in the financial year 1819, the total tax liability would be £130 of income tax plus £366.84 of National Insurance Contribution Class 4, totalling £496.84. This tax liability must be paid by the 31st of January 2020, which is the next January after the end of the financial year 1819. Now we have some useful tips from Vertice Services. 1. Keep clear records of all your sales, purchases and expenses. 2. Make sure you've got enough funds available near the tax's due date. 3. Open a business bank account to facilitate your control and future accounts. 4. If your sales go beyond £85,000, inform HMRC as you might be liable for VAT registration. 5. Ensure you have your name in all stationery such as letterheads, invoices, receipts and cheques. 6. Please call us for any questions or assistance on 0207 328 8338.